day. Oh my goodness, this is the week of Christmas, so I want to talk to you. This one is, I bet you're going to like this one. So the question is, what does Forex indicators and guns have in common? That's the question of the day. And I want you to write down notes as I'm talking to you about it. The first thing you need to realize is that both of them have one big flaw, and that's the people who use them. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to give you 5 things to think about so that as you're going into the new year and you're trading with indicators, you'll be able to see where you're making your mistakes and you'll be profitable the next go round. Because this is what we're teaching here in Super Easy Forex. 5 things that you need to know as to why people are making mistakes just like with guns. So I brought mines out here. As you can see, I got my gun with me. So I'm going to teach you principles of Forex right from my own gun. All right, here's number one. First off, watch this, I bought a gun, but didn't even know how to load it. When I first bought my gun, I didn't even know how to load it. Some of you guys are doing the same thing with your indicators. You're buying the indicators, but you're not even clear on how to load them properly. The reason why they're not working for you is because you're not putting them on your charts correctly. You're not putting the settings in that the actual people who designed them told you to use. So you're just buying indicators, slapping them on your charts, and you're thinking it's just going to work. What happened when I bought my gun from the gun shop, I bought it from them, but this was the first one I ever bought. And so I didn't even know how to load it. So here's what I did wrong. I put some bullets into the chamber, and I was just pulling this thing back and cocking it and cocking it and cocking it. And then when I went to try to fire it, it was misfiring because I thought something was wrong with the gun. And so I'm pissed off about the gun, not realizing that it wasn't the gun, it was me, the user. Why? Because I didn't read the instructions on how many times you need to pull it back. You only need to pull it back one time to load the chamber with a bullet. But what was I doing? 3 and 4 times. And I jammed the gun up. This is what some of you guys are doing with these Forex indicators. You're not paying attention to how the designer asked you to use them. And therefore, they're not working for you. You're sending tons of emails to different people. Hey, these things are not working. No, the problem is, just like me and that gun, you're the problem. You're not following directions. You're so busy in a hurry to try to make money until you're not following instructions. Let's be real about this. Come on. The truth is, how many indicators have you bought and you actually read the instruction manual from cover to cover to find out what the real intention of the designer of the indicator actually had in mind? Think about it. Be honest. Because what you don't know, the word manual, I think in the Greek or the Hebrew, the original word for manual means mind of the owner. So that means every time you buy a product, the first thing that you typically will see is the manual. Why? Because it's telling you what was on the mind of the designer of the indicator or anything you buy, so that you can understand when they built it, here's what they had in mind when they were building it on how to use it. But do you read it? Of course you don't. You bypass it. That's the thing you throw to the side, and then you start tampering with it. And then when you get frustrated, you decide to go back and sometimes read it. Or if not, you're talking about, oh, I need to return it, or I need to send an email. No, you just need to slow down and absorb the information that the designer is giving you on why and how to use the product that they designed. Is this making sense to you? Type in number 1. I see we got some people here. Good morning, everybody, by the way, all over the world. I see you guys from different parts of the world. South Africa in the house. I see you guys. Good, good, good. So type in number 1 in the box. I want to make sure you guys are with me. Hey, Derek, what's up? Okay, I want to make sure you guys are with me. Number 2, on the flaw that indicators and guns have in common, and that's the person. Here's number 2. Okay, number 2 is this. I started to use the gun before understanding how to set it properly. I was playing with the safety one time. This is actually true. So I was in my house and I was playing with this exact gun because it was my first one. And I was playing around with it. And as you can see, it has a safety. I didn't know what the safety was. And I was playing with this gun and the safety was off. And I was playing with the gun and it actually fired off in my house, in my bedroom. and I almost chopped my own toe off with my gun. And you say, okay, how does that have to do with Forex? Here you are, Forex users. Here you go. Buying indicators. Watch this. You buy indicators, never read the instructions on how to use it, and you blow up your own accounts. Then you say it doesn't work, and you go and buy more. Here's the truth. How many indicators have you bought this year alone? And you planning on buying more. Some of you guys, you actually went indicator shopping this morning. And you're thinking that buying the indicators is going to fix your issue. And it's not going to fix your issue. We at our company design indicators. Matter of fact, I got a beast of a new indicator coming out on January 1st. But it's going to be very clear instructions on how to use it. I'm excited about the new one. It's going to be a beast. Really, really cool. Y'all ain't going to see this one coming. But even with that, I designed it in a way it's simple to use, but I still expect you to read the instructions. I even do video instructions so that if you're a visual learner, you can learn how to use the indicator correctly before you shoot your toe off in your account. How many times have you blown up your account? You shot your toe off in your account. And then you go buy another indicator. And you bought another one. And you bought another one. And you bought another one. You're an indicator addict. But that's not what you came to Forex for. You came to Forex to make money, not to spend money. Isn't that true? Let's go to the next one. Number 3, take your shoe off. I'm going to step on your next toe. You got 5 toes on one foot. I'm going to leave one foot alone, but I'm going to step on all 5 toes on one of them foots. Feet, foots, whatever. Here's number 3. Watch this. This is important. This is critically important. Number 3, I can use my gun to rob a liquor store or a bank, or I can use it to fend off an intruder who's trying to break into my house. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I can use this same gun right now when I'm done with this video, and I'm talking to all of you people and thousands who's going to be watching my video later, all during the week, thousands is going to see it. I can use this exact gun when I'm done to go to the local store and rob the store. Or I can just keep it safely. This is my nightstand gun, by the way. So that if anybody try to break in and I hear them, I can defend my family. See, the problem is not the gun, it's the user. And knowing, watch this, when to use it. Here's what this is similar to Forex traders. Watch this. Forex traders, they got the indicators, but do not know when to use them. Your market timing is off. You got to admit, how many times have you entered the trade with a new indicator and still you keep losing? But then you go back the next day and they actually turned out exactly the way you thought it was going to work out and exactly the way the indicator said it was going to be. The problem is that you're firing off using indicator when you should be sitting on your hands patiently waiting for the setup. I know this to be true because we talk about it with our trading system. Timing is so important. And I remember my journey through trying to learn Forex, and some of these mistakes I'm mentioning is because I did them. See, I'm not talking as a person who never made these mistakes. I'm talking from a person who came back from the financial dead from making these mistakes. I used to be a shopaholic for indicators. And what happened was that the more indicators I bought, the more money I was losing in the markets. And one of the biggest reasons why is because now when I go back and look at it, one of the biggest mistakes I did, I never read the manuals on the ones that I did buy. And some of them did say when not to use them. But because you're not reading the instructions, you're using them all the time because you think you see a setup, but there are certain times where you should be sitting on your hands and doing nothing, but you're not listening. Let me finish with this one. There's a time when the market is going in watch this. See, some of you guys don't even know this. This is what we really teach in our group. This is why you pay for I'll get to that one. You buy indicators, but they're not going to tell you just this little bit of information. There are certain times when the market is going to be in a continuation pattern, and then there's a certain times where it's going to go into a reversal pattern. And it's very consistent with this, week in and week out. But the problem is you're buying these indicators, you're not reading the instructions, and so therefore you leaping on every little thing that pops up on your screen or to your mobile phone with the alerts. Do we got alerts? Do you have an EA, automatic trading advisor, robots? And but your timing is off. And some of these indicators are telling you when not to use them. I know we include that, when not to use them, the best time to use the indicators. But if you don't pay attention, then stop kidding yourself into believing that you're going to be a full-time trader. You can't do a full-time career in anything that you're going to be a half-butt at. Either you're going to do it right or don't do it at all. And I'm sorry I got to be the one to step on that toe, but I'm going to crunch that toe real hard because I need you to hear me real good. If you're not going to do it right, then don't do it at all. Type in number 2 if you heard what I said. Because you know some of your Forex friends, they should have heard that alone. If they don't hear nothing else, they need to hear that. Share that one part with them, 11 minutes and 17 seconds in, that Uncle P said, if you're not going to do this right, then don't do it at all. Just stop. Because you entered into this arena to make money from the markets, but now the markets are punking you. The markets are robbing you every week of your money. And you're still on a consistent pattern of doing the same thing. And nobody's telling you, you need to stop. And I'm just being honest. You're going into a new year. Either do this right or just stop. Don't buy another indicator. Don't look at another chart. Just look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I willing to go the distance and do this the right way? Because if you ever look at any person who has any credibility in the Forex arena, stock market, or whatever else, you literally have to learn the process. You have to learn something. You have to learn when to use your tools. Let me give you a better example. Hold on, my neighbors, you know, the duck mob, I call them duck mob. Let me give you an example. I have a friend, he actually was a mechanic, but he was so good, he taught mechanics in college to students, and he's still teaching today. So he has tools, and I have a bunch of tools. But if I go to work on my car, I'm going to tear it up. But if he works on the cars using the same exact tools I have, he's going to be able to fix my problem. What's the difference? We both have the same tools, but the difference is it's the person using them. Do you have the knowledge of when and how to use the tools you got? So I have zero problem with Forex indicators, but what I have a problem with is the people using them, because you don't have the proper knowledge on how to use them, and you're not even looking for it. Because some of these indicators come with instructions, but you don't even want to read them. You want to quickly slap them on your charts, look at it, see if it's simple enough to you to figure out, and then you go do your thing and you keep blowing your account, and then you come right back and say, oh, those things don't work. No, you don't work. It's no different from me going right downstairs right now, grabbing my tools, lifting the hood of my expensive car, and tampering with it. And then if I can't start it up, and then the car don't work, let me take it back to the dealer. The dealer gonna look at me like, who is underneath this hood? But if my friend who'd spent time learning about cars take my same exact tools and get underneath the car, he can make it perform even better. Because he has the knowledge and you don't. You're kidding yourself. I told you I'm gonna step on the toe. Hold on, I got 1 or 2 more toes to step on. Come on, come on. Here's the next one. My wife and I finally went to gun school. We actually did. We went to gun school and became licensed gun owners. Did you hear what I said? Uh-oh. Now this is gonna be a real cruncher. Get that 4th toe out. I'm finna stomp on that one 3 times. We actually finally realized, let me go and take my dangerous self before I kill somebody by accident, almost shot my toe off because I didn't know what I was doing. I finally went to, watch this, gun school. I went to school. Here's what you are not doing, Forex trader. You're too cheap to invest in learning to trade. So they go around, not you, but your cousin. I ain't talking about you. So what you talking about me for? I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your cousin or somebody you know who trades. Here we go. Watch this. You're too cheap to invest in learning to trade. So they go around scouring the internet, looking for any free indicators they can get or steal, and expect to have a full-time trading career with no real education of how the Forex market really works. Oh God, did I step on somebody's toes. Type a number 3 in the box if you know somebody who I'm talking about. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. But if you know a Forex trader who I am talking about and you know him, type a number 3 in the box. Come on now. Type a number 3 because you know I'm telling the truth. You refuse to get paid for proper education. You're too cheap. Now, if you really look at the markets, you done paid for a college education 50 times over. Every time you lost $50 here, bought another indicator there, and then put another 100 in your account. And you've been doing this for how long? If you collect all that money together, you've already paid for education, but because you're tinkering and tampering, you're not seeing where you're losing because you're refusing to get proper education. Are you hearing what I'm saying? At some point before I killed myself with the same exact gun that I'm showing you guys, I said, I need to learn me a little something, something. See, here goes somebody I just seen. They say they wait over 10K. Try 100 over 100,000 on my end because I wasn't properly educated. And there I go wandering around the internet trying to see who offers a free indicator, who got this, who got that, as opposed to just saying, you know what, let me learn from somebody who I think got some credibility. And if you don't even believe me, that's fine. Go somewhere. Just get it. Oh, man. Oh, that's my neighbor. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Stay right there. I'm going to have a talk with my neighbor. Okay, so anyway, hold on one second. Hold on. Y'all, we can do it from my office. Hold on. Stay right there. You know how the devil be busy? Hold on, let me pull this up. All right, here I am. So let's go. See, I don't let nothing stop me. There we go, and there we go. All right, so anyway, see how the devil be busy when you teaching and spitting fire? Because you talking truth, you know, understand what I'm saying? So anyway, and this is my little office, by the way, you guys. This is where I do my business, you know, come in here. And then I have my little chill spot right here where you can see my little, you know, little chill area. All right, so getting back to the lesson though. The point is that some of you guys, it's warm in here. Let me take my jacket off. Some of you guys, you're just refusing to spend the money to actually pay for an education. So I told you guys we have a doctor in the family. You know, my brother-in-law, he's a doctor. Many of you guys been to school for college to learn to become who you are. But then that's why you're good at what you do at your job, because you got an education on it. But then you come in here talking about you're going to replace your income. Hear me good. Oh, I'm going to replace my income. I'm quitting my job. But realistically, if you're honest with yourself, how can you quit your job if you haven't studied what you're trying to replace your job with? So you're thumping it around, you're bumming it around, thumbing, trying to see who's giving free indicators. Oh man, I heard somebody got this one. Oh, they just stole this one. Oh, this indicator is unlocked, which by the way, you keep downloading these unlocked indicators. What could be, and I'm telling you what's going on, if you ain't learned nothing about what's going on in the United States right now, at the time I'm recording this, here's the problem. The problem is that just like the US got hacked, you're downloading these indicators, files from these places that have viruses. And so they're saying, oh yeah, download this indicator, it's unlocked. You download it and now they got full access to your computer. And you're still trying to become a full-time Forex career trader, but you're doing it the cheap way. And you keep blowing your toe off. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is truth. All right, you got one more toe left. Let me step on it and we out of here. Here's number 5. Even after we had become licensed, and I'm seeing this light bouncing. Let me turn the camera this way. I got a lot of light in my office. I like it a little bright. Okay, let's try it there. Okay, I like my office real bright, so I got lighting all over the place, windows all over to keep my office bright. I don't like sad looking situations. All right, here we go. Last but not least, we were licensed. Hear me good. We were licensed, but we still went to the gun range to practice using my gun. So let me show you again. Here's my gun. Now I finally figured out how to use it. I learned how to load it. I learned how not to blow my doggone toe off, but we still, watch this. This is a big one. We still went to the gun range to practice. Why is that important? I'll tell you why. Here's the big one. And don't you ever let nobody tell you nothing different. Forex traders, they look down on people who practice with a demo account before trying to trade with real money. Oh, drop the mic. I can't tell you how many people are on the internet talking about, well, is that a live account or a demo? My question to you is, what difference does that make? Because first of all, it could be a live account and you losing everything you got. So is that a live account you playing with? See, you the fool. And that's the thing. Immaturity in this business causes people to feel, oh, well, I better be trading on a real account. To impress who? Because if you don't know what you're doing, why would you move and put real money into an account when you're still not certain about what's going on? Any other business, they always tell you, let me give you a demo account. Let me give it to you in the sports terms. Today is Sunday. You got football teams playing as we speak. But do you think they just slept all week long, ate what they wanted, and then they came and showed up on the field? Or do you think they were practicing all week long for the game that they're playing today? But in the Forex world, people who even shows a demo account are looked upon and frowned upon. Oh man, they ain't nothing but a demo account. My truth is this: if you can't do it in a demo account, well, doggone it, stop trying to do it in a live. Because in this immature world, with these people who are thinking, you maniacs. If I don't show that it's a live account, then it ain't real money. Oh, okay. Some of you guys, you wonder why one of the things I show in the top corner is live account, and you'll see credible traders do the same thing. It's really to bypass the foolishness. But the truth of the matter is, you should not be practicing on a live account if you can't double or triple your demo. And this is one of the important things that you need to know. If you cannot, hear me good, if you open a $500 demo account and you can't double and triple that demo account, then don't put $100 or even $50 into a live account, because that tells you you're missing something. And you can let as many foolish people out there say what they want to say about you and mock you and make fun of you. Oh man, you ain't doing nothing. You will even post something in your groups. And if it says demo account, you'll see how people will rush and start making fun of you like you did something wrong. And there you are feeling like, oh, well, maybe no, you did the right thing. You did right. They're the fools, and you don't listen to foolish people. Why do you think that so many people are losing in Forex? Now, you telling me you want to keep doing what they're doing, or you want to do things the right way? Because I promise you, professional traders spend a lot of time in demo accounts testing ideas and theories, making sure things are right. LeBron James, he won championships. Kobe Bryant won championships. Shaquille O'Neal won championships. Whoever your favorite sports player is, they all won championships. That's great. But ask them, how much time did they spend practicing their craft where nobody was looking? See, the problem is everybody want to showboat what they're making. But nobody is willing to admit that I spent time in the gym of practicing and beating my craft to become a perfectionist at what I do. And then when you actually do accomplish it, all these other hardheads who refuse to practice and demo count, be trained, spend money on investing into their knowledge, these little bootleggers are the ones you see scouring the internet, becoming the judges of whether you're a real person or a scammer. All these kind of people come about because they're refusing to do the right thing. And then when you actually succeed because you put in the work, and they can't figure out how you did this, I did it the right way. And so therefore they come and attack you. You ignore that. Because see, here's the deal. You didn't come to Forex to make money to impress other people. You came to Forex to take care of your family. And if you're going to listen to the same crap that every other loser out there is doing, then you're setting yourself up to be a loser too. I have friends who owns a lot of guns. If I showed you my banger right here, y'all looking at that 9, if I pull my big dog out of this closet, it's just 3 feet away from me. I can go in my closet right here and peel out my big dog. I got friends who owns a lot of guns. And one thing I know about them, they go to the gun range and practice shooting their guns. They don't wait until a situation happens. They've already practiced so they'll understand how their gun functions under any condition. And if there's an emergency, they know which one to grab. I know I'm not going to pull out my big dog unless I'm in, what's that movie, that TV show with them ghouls and goblins, Walking Dead. Now, if I'm in a movie with Walking Dead, I'm going to pull out my big dog because I'm going to chop a whole bunch. But if I'm in an emergency situation, I got a banger, my little banger on my nightstand. I got a little banger in my car. I'm a licensed carrier. So I got one in my car. I got one in my wife's car. I got one on my nightstand, and I got this big banger up here. See, I know which one to use, and I know when to use them because I got educated. And then I practice my craft. But in this arena, I've never seen it in my life, the immaturity. If you are practicing on a demo account, then people will mock you. And that's insane. I don't know any professional person who didn't practice first. You can go to be a doctor in school, but guess what? They're going to have you practice first before you get out to a live operating room to do surgery on real people. You're going to practice. My car that I just bought, I actually can take it to a racetrack. It's built to be on a racetrack. It got cameras on the front to record everything. I mean, the car is a beast. But I'm not taking it out to race anybody because I haven't taken it to the racetrack to practice. It's built to go on the racetrack and race it, but I haven't practiced it. So I'm not going to be on the streets sitting up there talking about I'm going to race somebody. I'm not doing it in this car. I paid too much for it, and I don't know what its full ability is. And it's not the car's fault. Whose fault is it? Mine. I'm not educated enough in the car. And I can go on and on with examples. This one is beyond the biggest one. Stop putting real money in your trading account until you understand what's going on and you're able to double and triple a $500 demo account. If you can't do that, then stop. And I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest. A lot of people just want you to keep buying stuff. I love you enough to tell you the truth. The Bible says the truth will set you free. And I'm trying to free you from your own mental prison. Because after you get done with scouring the internet, criticizing everybody else, making fun of people and blah, 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 at the end of the day, you still got to face the fact that your computer and them charts and you got to deal with each other. So now you got done criticizing, talking about everybody else. But now the question is, what about you? How much have you made this year in Forex? You out there talking and chopping down everybody, got your mouth on everybody else's business instead of minding your own? How much did you make with your live account? Since you're making fun of everybody else who's in demo account, practicing their craft, how much did you make? Because one thing I notice about critics, they love to criticize other people, but they never show evidence of what they're doing. Well, show me your live account. Nigga, Roger, show me yours. How much you made? How much did you make? Sitting up there asking me, I don't even know you like that, dog. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I learned to flip it back on people. You keep demanding from me something you ain't willing to give yourself. So you hiding in the shadows, criticizing people, but then you can't show nothing up yourself. If you don't knock it off, see, I'm not here for that. And neither should you be. You go and practice your craft. Stay in that demo account. Learn. Go back and reread what the instruction manual said. Go back and go through the tutorials. Make sure you understand what's going on. Ask questions from the person you got your indicators from. Why do you think I do classes and don't charge no money? I've been doing the classes for, God, how long? 2 years now, I think, straight, something like that. Year and a half, 2 years. Every week I'm on these, every freaking week. Every week I'm in class trying to help, unless it's like this, you know, if it's a holiday or I gotta go, you know, on a vacation with my family, which is not often, you know, I even wrap my vacation times and appointments. Doctor appointments, vacations, I typically wrap them around my classes to make sure I'm there for the students. Why? Because I know this critical piece is necessary. You gotta learn. And once you learn it, you get it, you're good to go. You're good to go. So don't put yourself down because you say, maybe I need to learn something. That's great. Stay out of that live account until you learn the missing pieces. And once you get it, then you got it. Now you convert the demo account from 500 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 1,500. And don't, watch this, don't put no pressure on yourself to hurry up and do it within 2 days, 2 weeks. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Because when you trade in live, most Forex traders will tell you they build their accounts slowly. And what happens is it's a compounding effect. You can make $10 a day. You can make $2. You can start out making $2 a day and just be chipper and happy. Okay? For the first time you made $2 as opposed to losing your 50 every week. So be proud of if you made just $2 a week. Watch this. I'm telling you truth. Because this is what people do. So you made yourself $2. But instead of you celebrating the $2 versus the 50 you've been, or the $100 you've been losing every week, you're down on these. Well, I only made $2. That's $2. That's $2 more than what you started with. So bless your soul. Now you're on the right road to making money. Next week, that increases from $2 to $6. $6 go from $6 to $20. $20 go to $100 a week. Are you hearing what I'm saying? $100 a week goes to $200 a week. And now slowly, over a couple of months, you're building up your account to the point about in 1 year or less, you actually make more from trading Forex than you do at your job. But you're trying to do this in 1 week, 2 weeks. Why? Because everybody else in this immature business is saying, oh yeah, I flipped the account, I did this and that. And you can do it if you understand how to do it. But until then, be proud of your growth. Type in number 7 in the box if you understand what I'm saying. I want to make sure y'all getting this. See, I was happy with my growth when I learned how not to shoot my foot off. When they say hold the gun like this, no, pull the gun. And I had to learn the very tool I had. I bought it. And I was mad thinking something was wrong with the gun. I'm finna take it back to them. And now, man, you know, y'all need to cough a brother up a new gun because this one ain't working. When the truth is, wasn't nothing wrong with that gun. It was something wrong with the user. And that's the same similarity between Forex indicators and guns. It ain't the tools, it's the user. Now that I have what's called tacit knowledge, which means an understanding of the industry you're in. Now that I understand, I tell my students this all the time. Now that I understand the markets for what they really are and how they really function. David said, user error. Yeah. Now that I have this knowledge, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm finna go have breakfast with my wife. But let me tell y'all this, and this is Christmas present knowledge, putting some skills in your head, making you think. Because there's too many people want to be full-time traders, and I'm just telling you, you're on the wrong path. And I told my students, looking back now on all the thousands, I told you I'm out of 6 figures of money. Somebody I seen, they say they was out of 10,000. Try 6 figures of lost money in this journey, trying to learn. I told you I was trying hard. And it cost me dearly because I was making the same mistakes that some of you guys are doing. This is why I'm making fun of it, but it ain't funny. How do I know what I'm talking about? Because I went through it too. This is why I mentor people, because I've been through that rough journey. So I know what it's like. And let me tell you this. Until you get proper tacit knowledge. Tacit means a full understanding of the industry you're in. Until you get that knowledge, you're going to continue to do damage to yourself and to your family. Because some of you guys, even as we're speaking, I'm going to say this and step on that. Take your other shoe off. I need to borrow one more toe because I stepped on 5 of the ones on the 1 foot, but I got to step on one more. Some of you guys used to taking money out of the bank account from your family's bills and sneaking it into your currency account, your Bitcoin account, where it's masked, can't be trackable. You're putting it into your trading account every single week, knowing goodness well that was bill money. And you keep trying to flip it, and you can't even flip a demo. And now it's causing an effect on your family because some people are arguing. Well, I know we have more money in this. Where'd the money go? And you sneakily know where that money went, but you playing dumb. I don't know where that money went. Casper the Friendly Ghost is stealing money out of our account. No, it ain't Casper, it's you. You're being sneaky. Thinking things are going to change. It's not going to change, loved one. You either do this thing right or you don't do it at all. Do you hear what I'm saying? You come, and I teach classes, but there's others out there. So, of course, I'm here. And yes, we do accept students. That's fine. But if you say, okay, I like your videos, man, but I don't like you, that's perfectly fine. Find someone who can teach, who offer classes, and they're willing to teach you and talk to you and engage with you. Don't hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Go with somebody who you can attend their classes so you can really learn what it is to trade in Forex. Don't just keep buying indicator after indicator, slapping them on your charts, rinse and repeat every week, stealing money from your family, knowing goodness well that was bill money. Don't do that. Are you hearing what I'm saying, loved one? And I'll leave you with that. You do what you want to do. But again, and last but not least, and let me say this before we go, if you do decide to join us, you got a few days left because on Thursday, that Christmas special is over. So click on that holiday discount video and see how we're accepting discounts and get your blessing. Because on Thursday, when Christmas is over, that is taken down. Don't ask me about diddly squat because you had your opportunity. Number 2, on January 1st, I am going to be releasing a brand new indicator trading system, and it's going to be freaking beastie. But if you buy that one, as with all of my indicators, go through the tutorial program. I do video tutorials to make sure you see and hear how to use the tools. I can't tell you how many people buy stuff and they just zip right through thinking they know everything. And then they come back asking a whole bunch of questions. You know what my answer is? Go to the tutorials. It was already answered in there. See, that tells me, based on the question you're asking, it already tells me that you skipping. And you can't become a professional anything as long as you shortcutting. Y'all hear what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Merry Christmas to you. Sorry for stepping on your toes. Go ahead and wrap them up and put some my mama used to put some Vaseline on it. Some cocoa butter and Vaseline. Some of y'all old heads know what I'm talking about. Put that Vaseline, that cocoa butter on them toes and let them heal on up. I done crunched on your toes. I done crunched on your toes. But it was necessary. Somebody have to tell you out of love without picking your pockets first. Now, again, if you want to come, somebody said I'm going to the hospital now. Jesus, this is hilarious. Merry Christmas to you too, JM. But anyway, Merry Christmas, you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Let you go ahead and enjoy yourself. But again, I am really doing these videos out of love. Nobody, I promise you, nobody's paying me to do these videos. I really do them because I care about your journey. Because I've been there. I know how it feels to put, you're excited about the new trading weekend before Sunday and Monday even hits, your account is already empty. Tuesday ain't even here and your account is already empty. I've been through all of that. I've been through scouring the internet, looking for free indicators, looking for this and that. And it just, at some point, I really had to come to truth with myself. Okay, are you going to really do this right? Or are you going to keep tootsie-footing around and losing money? And it wasn't until I disciplined myself to get the education until things got better for me. And that's not just with my Forex. That was with my gun. That was with my motorcycle. I'll tell y'all this real quick. I really do got to go. Hey, right on, Atlanta, let me tell y'all this. This is real talk, real talk. Let me give y'all one more. Give me 2 minutes. I'll never forget. And this is why you can't be hard-headed. I'll never forget I bought my first motorcycle. And at the time, my favorite team was the Lakers. So I bought this clean motorcycle, custom paint, matching helmet, and everything else. And the whole time when I was praying, God said, go to motorcycle school. That's what I kept hearing in my spirit. Go to motorcycle school. But did I do that? I'm telling you guys, we're stubborn people. Go to motorcycle school. I didn't. And so I finally hooked and crooked it almost. I remember, listen, my first back wheelie, where my back tire on my motorcycle came up, it wasn't because I was practicing stunts. It was because I had that motorcycle and somebody pulled out in front of me and I just happened to have, out of reaction, clutched that brake and the back end came up and I almost flipped over and hit my head. That was the first incident. But did I learn? And I say, go to motorcycle school like the Spirit was telling me. No, I didn't listen. So then I remember I was teaching at this church, going to go teach a youth class, right? So I'm on my motorcycle, this thing custom clean with no caffeine. Oh man, I'm cruising down the road. And to get to the church, you had to cross over, hear what I'm saying, you have to cross over some railroad tracks. And I actually slowed down and I was only going maybe about 20 miles an hour, something like that, 15, 20 miles an hour over these railroad tracks. And my motorcycle tire got caught in the railroad tracks. Mind you, God told me, go to motorcycle school. But did I listen? Just like some of y'all, I'm trying to tell you, but you won't listen. So here's what happened. I got my front tire caught in the tracks and my bike flipped me down the street and my head pounced off the concrete. Thank God I had my helmet on. I wouldn't be here today. And my bike went one way, I went another. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So at that point, after I got myself up, and I was hurt bad, when I got myself up, I decided, why don't I just do what God told me to do? I'm gonna go to motorcycle school. Do you know one of the things they covered in motorcycle school? How to properly cross over railroad tracks on a motorcycle. And what they said was, you don't slow down, you actually speed up over them to make sure that you're smoothly crossing over them and not giving your motorcycle time enough to end up falling in the grooves. So God already knew in advance that I was going to bust my head on that concrete on that motorcycle. He gave me fair warning, go to motorcycle school. My hard-headed behind said, I'll do it myself. I'll figure it out. And when I bust my behind and my arm and everything else and was hurting and embarrassed on that main road, then I decided to go to motorcycle school only for them to cover the exact thing that almost busted my behind up. And that's you guys in Forex. The very thing you need is what I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And this is why I say, get that education, whether it's from me or somebody else, sign up with a service that's going to teach you classes so that you can learn what you need to know. Because what you're going to find out, like many of my students, they say it in class all the time. I hear this all the time. I wish I would have met you 2 years ago. I wish I would have met you 7 months ago. I wish I would have met you 10 years ago. What they're saying is that I wish I would have learned this knowledge before I wasted all this time and money. That's what they're saying. And if you're going to be a full-time trader, Your story can turn around, but you got to invest in your head, not in them charts. Truth is, I suggest to leave the charts alone. Get your head straight. Now, if you want to sign up, get the discount. I will be in class on Tuesday. I will see you in class and we'll talk personally. And I do take question and answer, and know there's this. I get this question. I'll leave you with this. I get this question all the time. How much extra is your classes? Nothing. I don't charge for them. When you buy the trading system, it's my gift to you to teach you every week. It's my privilege. This is the part I love. I love teaching the classes. So no, there's no extra cost. And I do take question and answer. So during the question and answer, if you have questions, you'll be talking directly with me so that I can really help you accomplish what you're trying to do to take care of your family. It means a lot to me. It means a lot, because I'll never forget when me and my child was I had lost everything. And I was 1 week away from being homeless. They were going to put me on the street, me and my child. Never forgot that. So I know how it is to struggle. So I don't want that for y'all. So if you do sign up, come to class. Don't just buy the indicator and never come to class. I want to teach you and train you and talk to you personally. And if you can attend the live classes, I still record them so you can play them back at your leisure. All right. Anyway, this video went longer than anticipated, but it was some helpful information. Hopefully it helped you. Okay. Love you guys. Merry Christmas to you. Have a great week.